You're welcome here to Boherlahan for this the 1994 County Under-21 Hurling Final between the Kickhams of West Tipperary and Boherlahan Duala of the Mid-Division. The two sides have arrived here on the field on what is a very nice sunny day, and we will give you the line-outs. This is the Boherlahan line-out. In goals, number 1 is Barry Cross, full back line Eamon Maher, Frank Hickey and Liam Burke. Half line Michael Ferdencombe, number 6 is Conor Gleeson, the captain, and number 7 is Brendan Ferdencombe. Midfield is David Ryan and Seamus Hickey. Half forward line Albert Maher, Jeff Flanagan and Adrian O'Dwyer. On the full line Philip O'Dwyer, Aidan Flanagan and Mark McLaughlin. Kickhams on the other hand, in goals Fergal Horgan. Full back line is Oliver Ryan, Jimmy Farrell and Clive Morrissey. Half back line Aidan Slattery, Vincent Bradshaw and Joe Shanahan is in at number 7. Midfield is PJ Horgan and Aidan Butler. On the half line is Brian Horgan, James McCormack and Michael O'Brien. And on the full line it's Paul Morrissey, Jeff Flanagan and I think it's John O'Brien. Now there will be changes on that line out, I think the Kickham line out, but we'll give you those as the game proceeds. In a change in referee for this game. Johnny McDonald was down to do it, but I think he's down to do some other match today, and referee will be Michael Lenihan of the North Division. Just see Cyril O'Dwyer crossing the field there, selector on this Boherlahan outfit. He, Michael Ferdencombe and Tommy Flanagan, the father of the two boys on the team. I see Jeff Flanagan's playing right half forward, and I notice Seamus Hennessy is in at midfield for Kickhams, with Aidan Butler starting at centre half forward, and that's good news for the Kickham team. Hennessy was injured in the semi-final as James McCormack is going right through, has been fouled there with a high challenge by Frank Hickey, and a chance for Kickhams and for Aidan Butler to open their account. These two sides met in last year's minor decider in Littleton, with victory going on that occasion to Boherlahan. So Aidan Butler with the first chance, with the first point, and it's the early lead for the Kickhams. Kickhams midfield is Michael O'Brien and Seamus Hennessy. Half forward line Brian Horgan, Aidan Butler and PJ Horgan. And on the full line is Paul Morrissey, James McCormack and Ger Farrell, and the shot by Farrell is dropping right into the goal mouth. Barry Cross is under it, so too is Paul Morrissey, but the ball has gone out over the end line and it's gone wide. The goalkeeper is on the ground there after that challenge by Paul Morrissey, but back on his feet again. Barry Cross, a minor this year too. Michael Ferdencombe, I see him there at the far side of the field behind the goal, sporting a red cap, as Barry Cross now prepares to take the puck out, the son of Willie Cross, out to the middle of the field. It's gone beyond the midfield, pulled on very well inside. Jimmy Farrell is there and Aidan Flanagan. Flanagan blocks it down, but it's held by Clive Morrissey, and Clive gets in a fine clearance to the middle of the field to number 9, who's Seamus Hickey. A great ball. Oliver Ryan bats it out. It's picked up here by number 12, who's Adrian O'Dwyer, and Adrian with a shot, and Adrian has put it over the bar. Fine point there for Boherlahan, and the sides are level. Game starting just a few minutes ahead of schedule. Boherlahan accounting for Aero Nina in their semi-final after a fine game with a very impressive display. Kickhams drawing with Killinall in their semi-final and winning the second day out. Fergal Horgan with the puck out. It's to the middle of the field. It's Vincent Bradshaw there. So too is David Ryan. And David Ryan, a fine ball left-handed into the left corner. Oliver Ryan is there. So too is the left corner forward, was Mark McLaughlin. McLaughlin in possession, making headway right towards the goal. A great run by McLaughlin. Can he get the stroke in? No, he has been... Well, referee has called for the ball. This is awarding a free out for a bit of over-carrying there. And that was a very dangerous run by Markton with the yellow and black helmet on, or yellow and blue I think it is, playing in the left corner. The goalkeeper, Fergal Horgan. On the ball, very young, promising player. In goals for Kickham's there is Fergal Horgan. A fine ball, but it's taken by Conor Gleeson, the county under-21 centre half-back, and he strides away, leaving everybody behind him. Another great ball. Oliver Ryan is there. So too is Jimmy Farrell to Joe Shanahan. Shanahan is beaten by David Ryan, and David with a shot left hand, and this is looking good. It's gone all the way. It's gone over the bar. David Ryan looking impressive already in the early stages of this game in the middle of the field. 2 points to 1. Fergal Horgan again with the puck out, and this one beyond midfield. A fine puck out from the youngster. It's now with Aidan Butler, and Aidan, a great ball into the open space. Jeff Farrell is running for it. Jer is holding it. Taking it well inside to James McCormack. McCormack hand pass inside, but it's going nowhere really. It's cleared out to this side, and Aidan Butler is on it again, and Aidan across the centre. Well, it's gone out to the left and it's gone wide. Nice piece of hurling there, yielding no score though, and the puck out will be taken by the Boherlahan goalkeeper Barry Cross. Again, it's a fine puck out from the minor goalkeeper. Aidan Flattery's under it. So too is Vincent Bradshaw. Bradshaw holds it to the middle of the field to Seamus Hennessy. Hennessy lets it go first time. Again, it's Jeff Fallas there. And then Paul Morrissey's racing across. Frank Hickey's on the ball. And again, it's still Frank Hickey under pressure there from Paul Morrissey. The ball is now with Conor Gleeson. And Gleeson with a great clearance, a relieving clearance. It's held by David Ryan again. Into Mark McLaughlin. Jimmy Farrell is there. So too is the full forward Aidan Flanagan. Ball's with McLaughlin. McLaughlin turning away from Oliver Ryan. Will try a shot from the left corner, and it won't go all the way. Fergal is challenged and fouled there by the corner forward Philip O'Dwyer, and the free out for Fergal Horgan. Still, it's 2 points to 1, and another fine stroke by the goalkeeper. Brian Horgan is beaten there by Michael Ferncombe, and David Ryan letting the ball do the work to his number 10, who's Albert Maher. Clive Morrissey is there, and Clive has been penalised for a foul there on Philip O'Dwyer, and Clive Morrissey's name is going into the referee's book. Michael Lenihan there taking the name of Kickham cornerback Clive Morrissey, as a drink coming to Philip O'Dwyer there from the younger brother Michael. This one from about 45 metres, and if there is a breeze, I think it's blowing from left to right. Well, scarcely any breeze in the game so far. It's Aidan Flanagan picks it, and Aidan Flanagan strikes it, and Aidan has put it over the bar for his first score in the game. Well, Kickham's last and only success in this game was, or in this competition, was in 1967, when they accounted for Tumivara in Semple Stadium, having been beaten the year before in 66 by a point by Laura in Templemore. Boherlahan have never won this competition, played in it once against Boherlahan in 1987. Well, there you are. Philip O'Dwyer is on the ball, and Philip is goal-bound. Chasing after him is Clive Morrissey. A great ball into the open space. Picked up there by Albert Maher. Albert, dangerous ball. Aidan Flanagan is there. So too is Clive Morrissey, and Clive can't clear it. Mark McLaughlin, a loose clearance out to the side of the field to Jeff Flanagan. Jer is under pressure. Taken away there by Aidan. Aidan Slattery is still under pressure from Jeff Flanagan. And the ball is crossed to Jimmy Farrell. Jimmy holds it. He's under severe pressure, and there's a free out for Kickham's.
We'd appreciate it. Selectors and mentors there on the sidelines. Keep back off the line, please. We'd appreciate it.
Just 8 minutes gone in the game, and it's 3 points to 1. As Fergal Horgan takes the free again out to this side of the field, rising for it is number 9, who's Seamus Hickey, and a fine fetch by him in the air. Aidan Slattery is there. Aidan is bundled off the ball, unfairly so, says referee Michael Lennon. And, well, mind you, that's a very mysterious decision. Well, it's Aidan Flanagan with the free just outside the 45-metre line, and a chance for Aidan Flanagan to increase their lead. Aidan lifts it well and strikes it high, but it's gone over the bar. Yes, another point for Aidan Flanagan. 4 points to 1, and it's been all Boherlahan in the first 8-9 minutes of the game. 4 points, 2 from Aidan Flanagan, 1 from David Ryan, and the other from Adrian O'Dwyer. Kickham's single point coming from Aidan Butler. Ball has gone over the sideline on the far side of the field. The line ball to be taken by their number 7, who's Brendan Ferncombe. The Kickham connection with that 66-17 would be Oliver Ryan playing cornerback, the son of Christie, who played in the goal on that occasion. And Fergal or Clive Morrissey playing at cornerback, the son of Willie Morrissey, who played centre-back in that team. The free to be taken by Oliver Ryan. Oliver, cornerback, opens it up to this side of the field, trying to get Brian Horgan into the game, but it's taken away by Conor Gleeson. And Gleeson striding clear, and a fine puck by him. Going back is Clive Morrissey. Lets it go on the ground to Aidan Slattery. Aidan picks it and drives it clear. Conor Gleeson is there again, and Conor standing unopposed at the moment. A fine clearance from him. Jimmy Farrell catches it overhead, outside, and the ball is blocked very well by Vincent Bradshaw. Ball now with David Ryan, low and hard. Still Mark McLaughlin is there, robbed and beaten by Oliver Ryan. Oliver holding his ground. Ball out to the far side. David Ryan leaves it behind him. Seamus Hennessy first times it. And now it's Ger Farrell is there. Ger coming out ahead of Liam Burke. And the great ball across the centre. James McCormick pulls it. Ball broken to Paul Morrissey. There with him is Eamon Maher. Paul is on the ground and there's a foul, and well, does not in fact play on. Out. Ball is cleared out to this side of the field. I'm trying to be referee as well. Aidan Slattery challenged there, and a bit of chopping there by number 12, who was Adrian O'Dwyer, and there's a free for Kickhams from the middle of the field. It's Vincent Bradshaw with the free. Fine striker of a ball, but this is tailing out to the right, and it's gone wide. Still, it's 4 points to 1. It's now poked out by Barry Cross. Drop you in the middle of the field, blocked down. Brian Horgan not in the game at all in the first 10 minutes. Pulled on beautifully there by, but the goalkeeper's off his line. It's Fergal, and a lovely clearance. Well done by Clive Morrissey. Saw the challenge coming in and kept control. Brian Horgan is rising for it. So too is Michael Ferncombe. The ball is broken to Jeff Flanagan. Or Seamus Hickey, in fact, and the ball has gone over the sideline. It's a line ball for Kickhams. And it's Vincent Bradshaw playing at wing back today. Kickhams without the services of Aidan Murphy and Aidan Heaney, dismissed in their semi-final. It's Paul Morrissey controlling it well, has been fouled on this occasion by the cornerback, who's Eamon Maher, and there's a chance for Aidan Butler to narrow the gap somewhat. Aidan about 35 metres to the left, and a fine shot by Aidan Butler that's gone over the bar. A second point for him and a second point for the Kickhams. And now it's 4 points to 2. Ball pucked out to the middle of the field. Seamus Hennessy bats it down to PJ Horgan. Going back is the left cornerback Liam Burke. So too is Ger Farrell. And now a great ball across by James McCormick to Paul Morrissey. Paul lifts it up but lets the ball behind him. It's now with PJ Horgan. And Boherlahan defence stretched a bit there, but the clearance is out to Ger Flanagan. Ger holds it. Gets away from Michael O'Brien and from Vincent Bratcher. Good ball into Philip O'Dwyer. Philip holds it. Clive Morrissey is there too. Philip taps it over his head, but it's Aidan Statry there to collect it. And Aidan with a fine clearance very near the sideline. Michael O'Brien is challenging for the ball. So too is Brian Horgan. Vincent Bradshaw strong on the challenge, and the ball has gone over the sideline. The line ball and a little bit of body work here between Vincent Bradshaw and Ger Flanagan. Line ball to be taken by Michael Fedencombe. Fedencombe, this year's county minor captain. And another sweet cut by him into the centre. It's run all the way through. Clive Morrissey is there, has been hooked by Philip O'Dwyer. There's two inside him. Philip low and hard, blocked by the goalie, and a great save by Fergal Horgan. Wonderful save by the young goalkeeper. Philip O'Dwyer, a great ball by him. Succeeded in hooking Clive Morrissey. Now the ball is with PJ Horgan, and that might give them a bit of lift. But it's Michael Fedencombe is there, flicked inside by Brian Horgan. And there is Aidan Butler, and referee has penalised Aidan Butler for that challenge on Connacht Leeson, and there will be a free out. And there's a Boherlahan injury there. I think it's their left half back, or right half back, Michael Fedencombe. Down injured there. And Father Michael in to check on his well-being. Score is standing at 4 points to 2. Just 15 and a half minutes gone in the game. And Boherlahan with the brighter opening 15 minutes, scoring 4 points through Aidan Flanagan 2, David Ryan 1 and Adrian O'Dwyer 1. Kickham's replying through Aidan Butler with 2 points. Connacht Leeson, the centre half back, will take the free. Connacht didn't catch that very well. It's dropping about 40 metres out. It's going back there is number 5, Aidan Slattery. And Aidan with a fine clearance to the far side of the field. PJ Horgan is on it. Can he link up inside? He turns away very well from Brendan Fedencombe. And a great ball dropping in around the square. Cleared overhead there by Frank Hickey. On the ball is Michael Fedencombe. Michael with a clearance to the middle of the field. Brian Horgan is there, can collect it. Feeds it outside to Seamus Hennessy. Has to go back a bit to collect it. There is Ger Flanagan and Ger. And now it's David Ryan. David with the clearance to Albert Maher. Albert is blocked down by Aidan Slattery. Slattery is there, still under a bit of pressure. Jimmy Farrell is there. So too is Clive Morrissey. Clive pulling on it to Jimmy Farrell, and Philip O'Dwyer holds it. Philip with a fine ball that's gone over the bar, in fact, for a point for Philip O'Dwyer and for Boherlahan. First point in the game for Philip O'Dwyer, and the poke out is taken by Fergal Horgan. Good overhead pull by Brian Horgan to Aidan Butler, and Aidan has been held and fouled by Connacht Leeson. And there's another chance for Aidan from about 45 metres. 45, 50 metres. It's Aidan Butler lifts it well and strikes it well, but it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. Still Kickham's haven't scored from play in the first half. Boherlahan 5 points to 2. Puck out again by Barry Cross. Vincent Bratcher's on the so too is Ger Flanagan. Ger gets it inside to Albert Maher. Racing for this Clive Morrissey. One-handed flick and a lovely link up to Philip O'Dwyer. Philip is goal bound. Might be something on here. Low and hard across the goals. It's blocked by Oliver Ryan on the line. And it's taken by Joe Shanahan, and Joe's been blocked down, but the ball has gone over the end line and it's gone wide. Philip O'Dwyer posing problems in the right corner of attack, and a second chance for him, a second shot for him. This time blocked on the line by Oliver Ryan. I think it was going wide in any case. The puck out by Fergal Horgan again. Brian Horgan's under it. So too is Aidan Butler. Aidan has been beaten by Michael Ferdencombe. It's now with Ger Flanagan. Aidan Butler gets in to retrieve the ball, and outside to Michael O'Brien. Again, Michael not in the game so far. Clive Marcy ahead of Philip O'Dwyer this time. Leaves the ball behind him. Has been bundled off the ball by Philip O'Dwyer. The ball is on the ground. The referee has called for it, and there will be a throw in. Jeff Flanagan, Vincent Bradshaw standing for the throw. Pulled on to Brian Horgan. Brian going back there is Seamus Hickey. So too is Vincent Bradshaw to Joe Shanahan. And the ball falls kindly from Ger Flanagan tries a snapshot. That's going all the way to the left though, and it's gone wide. David Ryan still on the ground, nursing a shin injury, and attention is called for him as Vincent Bradshaw takes a sup out of the bottle from the brother Sean, selector on the team, and Cotton Kickham senior goalie, and has been for a number of years. The puck out is taken. It's blocked down in the middle of the field. It's picked up by their number 12, who's Adrian O'Dwyer. Joe Shannon's on the ball. Let's go along the ground to Seamus Hennessy, another one. But it's Connacht Leeson standing again, beaten brilliantly by Brian Horgan to Ger Flanagan. Ger turns away there from the corner back, who's Liam Burke. And Liam Burke has been penalised for a bit of fouling, and there's a free in there for Kickhams. And another chance for Aidan Butler to get his point number 3. Aidan this time about 40-45 metres to the right of centre, standing over it. Normally reliable free taker, drops this one into the goal mouth. It's gone all the way to the net. That's a goal for the Kickham, scored by Aidan Butler. And 22 minutes gone, and that goal could prove very important for the Kickhams. They haven't been playing particularly well. Ball went directly from the stick of Aidan Butler into the back of the net, of the soft variety. Jeff Flanagan in the middle of the field. So too is Seamus Hennessy. And now the ball breaks for David Ryan. David Ryan getting away from Seamus Hennessy. A chop down by Seamus Hennessy. And referee penalises him, and a further 10 or 12 metres for descent. And this should be an easier chance now for Aidan Flanagan, the full forward. About 35 metres out for Aidan Flanagan. Scored 2 already. This surely will be number 3. It's actually gone to the left, would you believe? And it's gone wide. Well, there's no such thing as a certainty, I suppose, in this game. Aidan Flanagan missing the opportunity. He's gone out to centre forward now, and I see Albert Maher has gone to full. Jeff Flanagan on the ball. Now to Aidan Flanagan, the brother. And Aidan picks it, second attempt, and tries a shot that's gone all the way. It's gone over the bar for Aidan Flanagan. Scored the harder one, left the easier one behind him. Boherlahan edging into a 1-point lead, 6 points to 1-2. Fergal Horgan again with the puck out beyond the midfield. Peter Horgan rising for it. So too is Adrian O'Dwyer there. Adrian gets a stick to it to David Ryan, and David causing problems at midfield. Oliver Ryan is there. So too is Mark McLaughlin. McLaughlin in possession, trying to link up with Albert Maher. Still it's Oliver Ryan. Oliver forced to clear it over the sideline. The line ball for Boherlahan. Philip O'Dwyer, or Cyril O'Dwyer, watching proceedings there from the far side. And I think that's Bob McLaughlin there too. And it's a line ball to be taken by Adrian O'Dwyer, I think. And he cuts it across the centre. Dangerous ball. They're rising forward. It's pulled on by Aidan Slattery. Out to Adrian. And Adrian with a chance with a shot that's going all the way across the goal mouth. And it's gone wide. Few opportunities going a-begging there. Fergal Horgan, nephew of Christy Ryan, who played in that 66-67 side. And Fergal occupying the same position that Christy did those years ago. Aidan Slattery is to race across the centre, and Aidan has missed it entirely. The challenge by Aidan Flanagan. The ball is on the ground, under pressure there. Gets in a good ball, a useful ball. Oliver Ryan is there with Mark McLaughlin. The ball breaks to Philip O'Dwyer. Philip is racing goalwards. And Oliver Ryan has taken him out of the game. And there's a free in for Boherlahan. And, well, Oliver Ryan took him out of it unceremoniously and was lucky, I would think, to escape the referee's caution for that challenge. It's a chance for Aidan Flanagan, and this should be a point for Aidan. Makes no mistake, it's gone out over the goal mouth, it's gone out over the trees, it's gone out onto the road. It's a point for Aidan Flanagan. Point number 4 for Aidan, now playing at centre half forward. We'll make it just 4 minutes to half time. It's 7 points to 1-2. Ball clear there by David Ryan to Philip O'Dwyer again, causing Clive Marcy a lot of problems. Clive on the ground to Joe Shanahan, to Brian Horgan. Brian, a good ball into the open space to Paul Marcy. Paul Marcy's on the ball, in possession. Paul will try a shot that's got crossed the goal with a dangerous ball, but it's gone out to the right and it's gone wide. Change of stick there for David Ryan. Middle of the field from Gareth McLaughlin as Barry Cross pucks the ball out from his own goal mouth, dropping in the middle of the field, very near the sideline. It's gone over the sideline. It's a line ball for Kickham's. Seamus Hennessy will cut the line ball. Doesn't rise it very well, but it's gone far enough. It's gone to Aidan Butler. And Aidan tries a snapshot that's gone out to the left, though. And it's gone wide, and still Kickham's haven't scored from play. They're 1 goal and 2 points coming directly off the stick of Aidan Butler from placed balls. Puck out by Barry Cross again. A busy man to Vincent Bradshaw. Vincent under pressure from Jeff Flanagan. Gets in the clearance. And now it is with PJ Horgan. PJ, can he link up inside? Did he throw it? I don't know if he did or not. It looked like a throw from here, but as a free for Kickham's, and Paul Morrissey in a hurry to try and take it. And it's a 20-metre free or thereabouts, and it's Aidan Butler will take it, and he'll surely put it over the bar. Aidan makes no mistake. It's gone over the bar for another point for him and another for Kickham's, and now there's just 1 point between them, and we make it just 2 minutes of normal time left in the first half. Puck out again is dropping in the middle of the field, and Vincent Bradshaw is going back. So too is David Ryan. Aidan Slattery is there. Strong challenge by Aidan Flanagan. And Jeff Flanagan is down the sideline. A great ball by him, but it's gone across the goal mouth, and it's gone wide. Again, it's Fergal Horgan keeping a clean sheet in the first half so far. West under 16 goalkeeper this year with the puck out in the middle of the field, pulled on by PJ Horgan. A useful ball to Ger Farrell. Ger Under pressure there from Liam Burke. And referee has called for the ball, is going to throw it in. And I see Kickham's are going to introduce a sub. It's John McGrath, number 18 on his back, is coming into the game. And I'm not rightly sure who is the one who is going out. A bit of confusion as to who. Well, it's Joe Shannon actually is going off. PJ Horgan going back to wing back. And the clearance coming to this side of the field. Jimmy Farrell is out there, so too is Vincent Bradshaw. Vincent under severe pressure, kicks it clear. A good clearance by him. Michael O'Brien is racing with Conor Gleeson. The stronger Gleeson takes possession, comes away, and a lovely sidestepped away from the challenge of Aidan Butler. Ball is with Philip O'Dwyer, and Philip has carried it over the sideline. It's a line ball for Kickham's. And Philip doesn't like that decision. Still, it's 7 points to 1-3. The line ball to be cut by Vincent Bradshaw. A fine cut by him, but the referee has called for the ball. It is half-time here in Leahy Park in this under-21 county hurling final, with Boherlahan and Kickham's going to the dressing room on the score 7 points to 1-3. Michael Lennon, referee, in the middle of the field, ready to set the second half of this 21 final in motion, and a great ball by Peter Horgan to Paul Morrissey. Paul turns away there from the corner back, and referee has called for the ball, is awarding a free to Kickham's, and it's Eamon Marr, the one who was penalised for that foul on Paul Morrissey. This free can tie up this 21 final. Boherlahan led by a point going into the dressing room, and it's now Aidan Butler, Kickham's only scorer, with 1 goal and 3 points. Can he make it? 1-4, lifts it well, strikes it well, it's gone over the bar, and the sides are level. Both teams very tense, both neighbouring clubs. A local derby as it was, always caused a bit of tension. PJ Horgan is there, so too is Seamus Hickey. Blocked down, it's held by John McGrath. John is blocked down, pulls the second attempt to PJ Horgan. PJ, heavy challenge on him, and now the ball's with Brian Horgan, and Brian off the stick. A lovely ball by him to Paul Morrissey. Can he get inside? Paul is now on the ball, turning away, and Paul with a chance, Paul with a shot, it's gone over the bar. And the first goal of play for Kickham's, and that by Paul Morrissey. A minute and a half gone in the second half, and Kickham's go into the lead. They took a very early lead through Aidan Butler, but have been led all the way through there the first half, as PJ Horgan is in need of attention. Got jostled and knocked about as he was in possession the last time, but he's back on his feet. Last year's minor captain for Kickham's, beaten in the county final by the same club, Boherlahan. It's pulled on by Vincent Bradshaw to Aidan Butler, and Aidan gets the boot to it to Michael O'Brien. Michael O'Brien will try a shot. It's gone into the goal mouth, and going to Barry crosses off his line, has been hooked, and Barry crosses in a bit of pressure there. Paul Morrissey turns in possession again. Paul Morrissey try a shot, and Paul Morrissey put it across the goal mouth, and it's gone wide. Jeff Flanagan getting to the goalkeeper. Barry cross for the hook to put the Boherlahan defence under pressure. Barry sporting a sun visor, and referee is going back to remove. I think they're kicking men, would you believe? And the puck out will be taken by Barry Cross beyond midfield again. Now it's number 10, Albert Marr, playing at centre half forward again. Ball runs all the way to Jimmy Farrell, but it's Clive Mercies there. Clive is under pressure. Jimmy Farrell gets back to assist. Ball now runs across to David Ryan, and David turns in possession with left-handed stroke. Jimmy Farrell blocks it down. A dangerous ball to Aidan Flanagan. Aidan Flanagan is challenged by Jimmy Farrell, and the ball has gone over the end line, and it's gone wide. And that has to go down as a chance and as a missed opportunity. Still the score standing. 1-5 for Kickham's, 7 points for Boherlahan. Puck out by Fergal. Brian Horgan reaches up for it. It's taken by Michael O'Brien. Michael O'Brien not in the game at all in the first half. In twice there. Clearance there to Ger Farrell, and there's been a third man tackle there off the ball, and there's a free out for Boherlahan. John McCormack on the field with a replacement stick there for the brother James. James, last year's minor captain, suspended after the West final and missed out on their semi-victory and in the county final defeat. Back playing at full forward in this final. Fullback Frank Hickey with the clearance. Blocked down very well by Vincent Bradshaw. Michael O'Brien half blocked down there, and Michael Ferdencombe is there, but it's Vincent Bradshaw has pushed the ball over the far sideline. The line ball will be taken by Michael Ferdencombe. Beautiful view of the Rock of Cashel from here, but it's back to the hurling to PJ Horgan, and PJ is doing well in the middle of the field, and Conor Gleeson comes back, and Conor picked it and strikes it clear. A fine clearance by the strong centre half back. It's run all the way inside to Aidan Flanagan. Aidan making tracks on the goal mouth. It'll go out to the right again, and it's gone wide. And the Boherlahan supporters here in front of us. I see Father Bergen, and I see Packy Burke and Jim Meskill and Philip Ryan and those not pleased with those missed opportunities. The puck out in the middle of the field with Jeff Flanagan. Might be something on here, but no, Jeff Flanagan has struck it to the right, and it's gone wide again, would you believe? Well, it's been that kind of a game, a rather nervous, tension-filled game, with neither side giving of the free-flowing hurling they're capable of. It's Fergal Horgan's puck out again. John McGrath to try and kick it into the centre, pulled on by Michael O'Brien. James McCormack is off his line. Now Conor Gleeson again. Conor with another fine left-handed clearance that puts Kickham's under pressure, and referee has spotted an infringement and is awarding a free to Boherlahan from where that ball dropped. I'm not quite sure what was happening. But Aidan Flanagan a bit mystified by all that's happening, and has Aidan from about 45 metres left of centre, a chance to tie up the scores. It lifted, and a bit of booing there from the Kickham fans that has put him off, and it's gone to the left, and it's gone wide. Puck out to be taken again by Fergal Horgan. Dropping it under PJ Horgan and David Ryan. David gets there first. That should please his father. In front of us here, it's taken by Adrian O'Dwyer. Racing goalwards is Adrian. PJ Horgan is the man getting back. Jimmy Farrell is there, and Jimmy holds it and has been heavily challenged and fouled inside the big square, and there's a free out for Kickham's. Jimmy's back on his feet, and no quarters asked or given in this game so far. The clearance by Fergal, again giving Michael O'Brien a run. Michael beaten by Michael Ferdencombe, and the ball has gone over the sideline. It'll be cut by Brian Horgan. I think Brian has gone to midfield, because Michael O'Brien is operating at left half forward. Brian, county minor this year and last. with another good cut. A stylist, and Conrad Leeson reads it better than ever, but leaves the ball behind him to Michael O'Brien. Michael turns, Michael will try a shot, and dangerous ball in around the house. The goalkeeper is there, it's held by Frank Hickey. Well, Frank had to be smart on that one because goalkeeper batted it out and the forwards were heading goalwards, and Frank Hickey has dispatched that over the sideline for a line ball for Kickham's and Fergan. Brian cuts it well. Again, it's dropping into the goal mouth, but it's batted down. PJ Horgan has to race back for it. Can he pick it quickly? Lets it out to the open space. But Boherlahan have that red, but Brian Horgan takes it. Brian racing down the wing. A lovely piece of play by Jeff Flanagan, and Jaron Turn has been robbed by Brian Horgan. And the ball has gone off the Boherlahan man. It's a line ball. And again, it's a third line ball in succession for Brian Horgan. It's another great ball into the goal mouth, pulled in by Paul Morrissey. But it's John McGrath there to cover the ball. Held by James McCormack, racing goalwards. James pulls and it's Conrad Leeson is back. And Conrad Leeson has carried it over the end line. And there's a 65 for Kickham's. .65 again to be taken by Aidan Butler. He with 1-4 to his credit. Lifts it well, strikes it long, and it's gone out to the left though, and it's gone wide. Just 10 minutes gone in the second half, and still 1 point between the sides. Barry Cross giving that plenty sky, dropping on the 50 at the far side of the field. Aidan Slattery is there, so too is Aidan, the other Aidan Flanagan, to Jimmy Farrell, and Jimmy flicks it to PJ Horgan. PJ is beaten by David Ryan, and a great piece of work by Seamus Hennessy. To PJ Horgan again, and PJ has carried that over the sideline, and it should be a line ball, I think, for Boherlahan. Well, referee has decided to throw it in. Seamus Hennessy is there, so too is Adrian O'Dwyer. Very near the sideline, he should have pushed him back a bit, shouldn't he? It's held beautifully by Brian Horgan, but Brian has been charged there, and there's a foul and a free for Kickham's, and Brian Horgan will be the one to take it. Brendan Ferdencombe, the one doing the bit of fouling there. Well, I think it's Gary McLaughlin, would you believe? Gary, number 16, I think is in the game, which we hadn't noticed. Clearance there by Eamon Marr. Held by Aidan Butler, and Aidan Butler, a fine fetch and a fine point for him. A lovely point for Aidan Butler. Puts the Kickham's into a 2-point lead. Took out again by Barry Cross. PJ Horgan playing really well in the middle of the field. Has shown a bit much of that to David Ryan, but another long ball by PJ Horgan that's gone out to the left, and it's gone wide. Well, PJ has certainly worked well in the middle of the field since he's gone back there. The puck out again by Barry Cross. Aidan Slattery's under it. So too is Vincent Bradshaw. Philip O'Dwyer's going back. The clearance will be taken by Brian Horgan. Well, it won't. It's all the way to Philip O'Dwyer, who has tossed out a pass that's going nowhere. Well, very scrappy at the moment, so it is. And referee Michael Lennon awards a free to Kickham's, and Brian Horgan leaves it for Vincent Bradshaw, his wing back. Philip O'Dwyer in good possession there, but he's wayward pass finding nobody. As Vincent Bradshaw into James McCormack. James will try a shot into the goal. Might be a goal here. Well, goal, the forwards racing in, but there's, I think it's a foul. I'm not sure it's an infringement in the square. There's a wonderful ball across there by James McCormack. Well, it is a free out, in fact. Referee has penalised the kicking forwards for being in the square. As Barry Cross again will take the puck out. The free out. Someone shouting, my ball. I don't know who it is. Aidan Slattery keeps his eye on the ball to Aidan Butler. Aidan low, he has to go twice at it. To James McCormick, he holds it brilliantly. He's been fouled by Frank Hickey, and there's another free in for Kickham's. And McCormick took that brilliantly, very near the ground. And another chance for Aidan Butler from about 35 metres out. That might give Kickham's a cushion of 3 points. Indeed it does. It's 1-7 for Kickham's. 7 points for Boherlahan. And while Boherlahan did well in the first half, their second hasn't been good so far at all. Aidan Slattery is there. So too is Brian Horgan. Slattery trying to take possession. The ball runs all the way to David Ryan, I think it is. David, challenge there, but it's Vincent Bradshaw comes away. Vincent holds it a long time, held it too long, and there's a free for Boherlahan from about 40 metres, and Aidan Flanagan will be the taker again. Vincent Bradshaw explained to Aidan Slattery that he should have given it out to him, but it's Aidan Flanagan now. Watched by his father Tommy again on the far side of the field with the cap on his head. Aidan Flanagan lifts it and strikes it, and this time it's gone out to the left and it's gone wide again. There's a kicking man on the deck over, and referee is going to take Aidan Flanagan's name. Now, I'm not quite sure what happened, but it happened off the ball. And Aidan Flanagan's name is going into Michael Lenihan's book. Just 15 and a half minutes gone. And I'm not quite sure what happened there, but Aidan struck that wide. And Vincent Bradshaw is back on his feet. Referee having a word with Vincent Bradshaw, and I'm not quite sure what he's saying, but it's Fergal Horgan with the puck out. Down the centre it goes this time. Connacht Leeson is under it. And Aidan Butler's penalised, and mind you, that seems a rather harsh decision from here. Went up and flicked the ball one-handed, but it's Michael Fedencombe will take the free from the middle of the field. Fencombe strikes it well, but again it's tailing out to the left, and again it's gone wide. And that's unbelievable, really, the number of missed opportunities by Boherlahan in the second half. Puck out by Fergal Horgan again. Better down by... Well, Seamus Hennessy guilty there of picking the ball up, and it's another free, and Michael Fedencombe will be the taker again. Come on, lads, at home, will you? 17 minutes gone. Michael Fedencombe, about 60 metres, and he really needs this. Michael steadying himself to take the free. Fergal Horgan swinging the ball in the goal mouth, and again this one has gone wide, and that's a litany of wides by Boherlahan, Michael Fedencombe and Aidan Flanagan in particular, the ones guilty of all those misses. Again a shottish puck out. PJ Horgan holds it well. He's been beaten by David Ryan, and the line ball will be for PJ Horgan and for Kickham's, but it's Seamus Hennessy will be the taker. These sides have met in 2 county finals recently. Under 21 B football in 92, victory going to the Kickums. Minor final last year, victory going to Boherlahan. Michael O'Brien beaten by Fedencombe. Fedencombe to Jeff Flanagan. Jimmy Farrell is coming out. Jimmy Farrell is there. So too is Adrian O'Dwyer, and Seamus Hennessy is there. Ball into the open space. Mark McLaughlin is on it. Mark, a great ball into the centre to Aidan Flanagan. Aidan has been fouled again, and there's another free for Boherlahan. All very untidy, all leading to a free for Boherlahan. And I haven't kept a check on it. But it's another chance for Aidan Flanagan. An easier chance this time. Lifts it well and strikes it well. And this time it's gone over the bar. Point number 5 for Aidan Flanagan. And now just 2 points between the side. 1-7 to 8 points. And I think Connaught Leeson is going from centre back. PJ Horgan is rising for it. So too is Adrian O'Dwyer. The ball into the open space. Connaught Leeson is racing through. This is Connaught Leeson, and Connaught with a shot. And Connor has put it over the bar. The captain, leading by example, took a great ball there and has put it over the bar off his left-hand side. Ball runs all the way to this side of the field. It's gone over the sideline. It's a line ball for Kickums. Not quite sure why Fergal Horgan keeps pucking the ball to this side of the field. David Ryan, I think, has gone back to centre back, but it's held by Seamus Hickey. Seamus under severe pressure. Ball's taken by Brian Horgan. A great ball it is to James McCormack. Paul Morrissey is there. So too is Eamon Marr. Eamon Marr in possession and has been blocked down, and the ball has gone over the sideline. The line ball will be for Kickums, and it's Aidan Butler again will be the taker. It's 1-7 to 9 points. That's 10 points to 9, just 1 point between the sides. Aidan changes the grip on the hurley for the cut, and that's a great cut again, but it's gone all the way over the end line and it's gone wide. 9 minutes left in the game. Could we be heading for a draw? The puck out by Barry Cross in the middle of the field. Brian Horgan takes it, drops it short. It's now with James McCormack. James has been swung around low and hard, and it's gone into the net. It's a goal. It's a goal for Kickums. Well, James McCormack might have been fouled by Frank Hickey. He hit a low speculative shot that Barry Cross can only help into the corner of his own net, and that gives Kickums a bit of breathing space. Brian Horgan again, and PJ, the cousin. Brian blocked down once, off the stick the second time, a great ball. James McCormack takes it. James tries a shot into the open space for Jeff Farrell. Paul Morrissey inside. Great ball across the centre. Taken by Aidan Butler. Blocked down, and Butler still in possession. Aidan tries a shot, it's held by Jeff Flanagan and belted clear. 2-7 to 9 points. 2-7 to 9 points, and the referee is called for the ball. It's a throw in. Just 7.5 minutes left in the game. 13 points to 9 in favour of Kickums. 2 rather soft goals for Kickums. 1 in the first half directly from a free by Aidan Butler, and the ball taken by Connaught Leeson. Jimmy Farrell is there, so too is Aidan. Aidan is blocked down brilliantly by Jimmy Farrell. And now it's with Brian Horgan. Brian going away from the challenge. into the centre to Michael O'Brien. Michael tries a shot, a great ball. Jeff Farrell is under it. Paul Morrissey might have a goal. Paul pulls on it, it's gone out to the left and it's gone wide. Well, a golden opportunity for Kickham's. Great work by Brian Horgan. Boherlahan man injured, I'm not sure, is it Conrad Leeson? It's not, in fact. It's Seamus. It's David Ryan, I think, is injured. I don't know what the thoughts of Jerry Cahill, Shawnee Bryan and Sean Bradshaw are. 4 points of a lead with less than 7 minutes left in the game.
6 minutes.
Just 6 minutes left in the game now. I see Michael Ferdencombe across at the far side looking at his watch. Kickham's trying to bridge a 27-year gap since they last won this county title. Their once and only attempt, a once and only successful. Well, I'm just watching what's going on at the far side of the field because, well, referee is happy that everything is ready for the puck out by Barry Cross. It's run all the way to Vincent Bradshaw. Vincent is beaten. The ball is now with Adrian Dwyer, dropping it shot. Fergal Horgan is under it, and the ball is gone into the net. Well, I thought it was gone in the net, would you believe, but it's gone over the bar. And the flag has been raised. It's a point, I think, by Adrian O'Dwyer. Point number 2, and now there's only a goal between them. Flicked on by PJ Horgan to John McGrath. John goes low to the ground. And a great ball by him in around the square. Paul Morrissey is under it. Paul can't hold it. Michael O'Brien is there. Still it's Paul Morrissey. Paul has been blocked down. And it's gone across the goal now. 2 chances by Kickham's. And it's gone wide. And Paul Morrissey can't believe it. As I think it's Liam Burke is down injured in the square. A wonderful ball in there by John McGrath that Paul Morrissey got a stick to but never met it sweetly enough to put it into the net. And the in-rushing James McCormack failed to get a stick to it either. Still, it's 2-7 to 10 points and just that one goal between the sides. Are we in for a draw or can Kickham's hold on? Ball gone to the far side. Aidan Slattery, one hand. Takes it again, a strong, heavy challenge, a foul challenge by Mark McLaughlin. 4 minutes left in the game. Aidan Slattery is on the deck. Attention for him. Attention for him and Jeff Farrell out there and Shawnee Bryan shouting for him to go back to his place. Aidan Slattery, not an easy man to put down. At the best of times, a very strong warrior in the true sense of the word, but injured there. And referee is looking for attention either to get up or to be carried off. Well, Aidan Slattery is on his feet and not a man to be carried off. A wonderful semi-final he had against Killinall. The free is taken. Jeff Flanagan is there. So too is Aidan Butler. And Ger Butler guilty of a foul on Ger Flanagan, and Ger will take the free. Conrad Leeson looking for the ball in the centre half forward position. 3 minutes left in the game, we can tell him. Ger Flanagan takes it. It'll run all the way to Mark McLaughlin. McLaughlin, a great ball out to the wing. Has to go after himself, he's on the ground. Still, it's now. I can't see who's on the ball, but there's a free. There's a free one way or the other. In fact, it's a free out for Kickham's for a bit of over-carrying. And it's Fergal Horgan is out of his goal to take the free. A wonderful second half performance by Kickham's has put them a goal ahead as we count down to full time, but this game is never over until the final whistle is gone. Connaught Leeson, a strong run, challenged by Seamus Hennessy, has been penalised by the referee. And there's a free for Boherlahan. Hennessy himself is injured in that challenge too. Connaught Leeson is on the deck. And Hennessy's name is going into the referee's book. Connaught Leeson making headway for the goals. Siding through the Kickham defence. And I think... well, I don't think so. For a moment I did. That Seamus was sent off. It was hardly a sending off offence. Well, Connaught Leeson still in need of attention. I'm sure they'll drop this one short. We make it just 1 minute left in the game. Can Kickham survive this? Or can Boherlahan get a dramatic equaliser in the last minute of ordinary time? Connaught Leeson, the captain, is back on his feet. And it's Aidan Flanagan will take the free. Aidan standing over it. Has been told to drop it low. Inside. It's held there by Aidan Slattery. And Aidan with the clearance. Jeff Flanagan is on it. Jeff Farrell is under it. So too is David Ryan. It's held. Well, not held. There's too many there for anybody. Well, it's held by number 9, Seamus. And it's Fergal Horgan's off his line. Fergal is in trouble. Ball is on the ground. Fergal holds it. And Fergal drives it clear. A great piece of work. The ball runs clear to this side. John McGrath is there. So too is a bit of fouling there by Seamus Hennessy again. And there's a free for Boherlahan. And Michael Fedencombe is in a hurry to take the free. And Seamus Hennessy is down injured. John McCormack there. Boherlahan fans want the free taking quickly.
20 minutes into it. What? 20 seconds into it.
We're 20 seconds and there's a throw-in ball. Maybe for dissent, I don't know why. PJ Horgan is there. And referee has called for the ball. He's penalising PJ Horgan. And seems a very harsh decision from here. 30 and a half minutes gone. Michael Fedencombe will drop this ball in. Can Boherlahan recover to get a goal? Fedencombe drops it dangerously shot. In around the house. Jimmy Farrell is under it. It's held by Aidan Slattery out to the open space. Picked up there by Eamon Maher. Maher with a shot. And it's gone over the bar. It's a point. It was a goal he needed. He got a point. I wonder, is it all over? From a kicking point of view, I wish it were. Fergal with the puck out. It's 2-7 to 11 points. Puck out. Play on, says the referee. Anxious moments for everybody. Paul Morrissey holds it. Great ball in the open space for Michael O'Brien. Michael O'Brien herring away towards the goal. Michael O'Brien low has been blocked down. Eamon Maher is there. Still it's Eamon Maher. Eamon Maher very near the sideline. Ball is in the middle of the field. Held by Seamus. Seamus Hickey, a great ball. Still this game isn't over. Clive Morrissey bats it down. Vincent Bradshaw in possession. Vincent, a great clearance. Brian Horgan drops it. Nipping in there is Brian Horgan again. Pulled on by Horgan. Now all the way to Aidan Butler. Aidan dropping his shot. James McCormack is there. It's still anybody's ball. Frank Hickey clears it. Who'll get to it first? A vital ball. Vital broken ball. Seamus Hickey into the open space. Pulled on by Vincent Bradshaw. Vincent on his knees. Holds possession. A great ball. Out to Paul Morrissey. Paul Morrissey's beaten. And it's a marvellous game at the moment. Still a great ball. Great work by Paul Morrissey. Referees awarding a free to Boherlahan. 2 3/4 minutes into the game. Referees called for the ball. It's all over. Kickham's our champions. County under-21 champions for 1994, and I've scarcely got breath left in me. They've overturned the minor decision of last year after a marvellous second-half performance, and we say well done to everybody associated with the victory. The last one was 1967. Kickham's here in Leahy Park in Cashel have achieved it again. 1994 is Kickham's under-21 hurling year.
Boherlahan, obviously Tipperary. The victory on a mark, we have. Reverend Father, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the county board, and I'm sure on behalf of all here present, I would like to thank both teams for giving us a great display of hurling. This was a hard game, it was a good game, and above all, it was a sporting game. I would like to congratulate Knockavilla. They came in here today a bit short-handed, but they didn't let it get them down. And like all teams, they showed on adversity. I would like to have a consolation for Boherlahan and Boherlahan. They gave it their best try. They have a very young team, and I have no doubt that they'll be back again. I'd like to thank the referee, Michael Lennon, and his officials. Michael had a very fine game and contributed in no small way to give us the great game that we had. And finally, a word of thanks to Cashel Sports Free Committee. Cashel had anything in every order, and that is why they really trying to consider them favourably for the bigger fixtures. So without any further delay, it gives me great pleasure to present the One Cup to the captain of the Knockavilla Kickham's under-21 hurling team, Aidan Slattery.
Microphone on. Lads, I don't have a speech made out, but I want to make it short and sweet. That's true. Well, first of all, thank our selectors, Shawnee Bryan, Sean Bratcher, John McCormick, and especially our trainer, Jerry Cahill. I just want to thank our sponsors for our kit today. I think we play a good hurling, I think we look well. I would also like just to remember the boys that are suspended today and the boys that are injured, and they are a big part of this as well. We're disappointed for them, but you know, we're all in this together.
And I have Jerry Cahill here, trainer. Aidan, it's a long time coming. You've soldiered a long time, and
Definitely.
Today must be a marvellous feeling.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. We trained hard all year for this, you know, since February, and with a few disappointments on the way, with being better at the senior and the minors, and this definitely makes up for it all. Probably the sweetest yet, I'd say.
Sean, first half, bit tense, bit tight.
Yeah, we were very worried in the first half because we really didn't play at all in the first half. And although I suppose we got a lucky old goal from a free, which really kept us in the game. And I suppose that's just, if we had been further behind at half time, we might have lost confidence inside in the dressing room at that time. But luckily enough, the lads picked it up and they started the second half very well. They got 2 or 3 points one after the other and kept playing away for the full half time.
Jerry, half time, what was the view at half time inside the dressing room?
I was a small bit worried at half time. I thought that we didn't settle down in the first half. I thought the tension was high. But what we did was we sat down, we kind of totally relaxed and said, look, there's only a half an hour left, let's have a go and get the tension out of the system, which we did, I think, in the second half. And luckily we held out for a good win.
John, a titanic finish.
Brilliant finish. Everyone gave their all. The last 10 minutes, everyone just stuck into it and kept following and chasing and harrying their men. The breaks came, we got them. We got one or two lucky breaks. Boherlahan missed a good few frees and that would have gone over another day, but it has to be a winner, it has to be a loser.
Listen, a marvellous day for the brother James at full forward.
Played well, yeah. Good game. Got him out in front for a change, catching and taking him on.
Aidan, were you surprised? I'm sure Boherlahan must be a bit disappointed with their second half and with the missed opportunities they had.
Definitely, yeah. Especially they're coming out with the wind in the second half. They came at us very hard, like, you know. Probably things didn't go their way, you know. The second half the ball broke a bit better for us, and we were onto the break a bit faster than they were, and we just stuck with it in the second half and gave it everything we got.
Sean, it nearly all came undone in the county semi-final.
Well, it did in the first day against Killinall, blowing the wind. We went out with a totally wrong attitude, I think, that day. You know, we thought if we'd walk all over Killinall, but we got an awful shock, and our attitude was right the second day. We took them on from the very beginning, and I think we got it right below in Ballygiblin the Sunday between the two games against Killinall. I think we really got it right that day. But I think the man here on my left has to take a lot of the credit for this win, because the amount of effort he puts in, it's unbelievable, really. You know, he's in the field every night, and I'd say it takes an awful effort for him. You know.
Jerry, how well have they responded to your training?
They have responded very well. Up to the Killinall game, things were a little bit down. A lack of discipline, I thought, a bit. But after the first game against Killinall, look, we said, lads, we either toe the line, put in an effort, or forget about it. We asked for that response, and we got it. Even the day below in Mitchelstown, after the game, we had a half an hour of a very strenuous training session, and most fellas put in a great effort. And I think if the selectors showed that they were determined and that they wanted to win, I think the players responded fantastic to it. And last Sunday even now we had a big team chat, and every fella aired his view, and I think it was a good idea, like, to discuss and see how everyone felt, and I think everyone gave 100% last week, and fair play to them.
John, I see they were wearing sponsored jerseys. You had a bit of sponsorship.
That's right, we did sponsorship from Dundrum House Hotel.
Yeah.
And I sponsored a set of togs and socks from as well.
Right, so the spirit in the parish is good.
Oh yeah, it's great. The whole parish, everyone just told behind us. We went looking for 3 or 4 offers of jerseys, sets of jerseys. You know, it is brilliant for a county final. It is a change to the club. Like, it is just people, when you start winning, people will just support you and support you. So,
The future, John.
The future.
What's it like?
It's bright, looking very bright for us now. We've so many young lads, like we Fergal Horrigan in goals, 15 years of age. You know, an awful lot of young lads, 16, 17 on the panel. You know, it is great. We were missing that. Like, I have to mention the lads that were missing. You know, there were an awful lot of us. You know, and like the boys inside at half time, they put it in, and before the match they said that they'd do it for the lads that were between 2 lads suspended and lads injured and all that. They put it in for the whole panel, great panel of players.
Right, Aidan, as captain, you couldn't have asked for any more off your players. Was there any stage when you thought maybe you weren't going to do it?
No, I thought it was always in us, like, after the last game against Killinall, the semi-final. I knew that the spirit was going to be there, and we weren't dead, like, we still had a lot to give, and I knew we could hold out.
How were your feelings on the final whistle?
Oh, pure joy. It's just a delight, at the start of the year, if someone said that I'd be captain of a county under-21 team, I wouldn't believe it. It's just great. Like, we put in a lot of effort for it, and we got the reward today.
Well, that's about it. That wraps it up here from Leahy Park, where Kickhams have won the county under-21 hurling final for 94 lads, and all remains for me to say is well done and congratulations from this biased commentator.